What's going on? Welcome to the stream. You'll have to forgive me for another late stream. Although, today was supposed to be daylight savings or something like that, so... I think we just went back an hour or something. So, is it really late when you think about it? I think I just time traveled. Hey, welcome. I hope you're doing okay. Where do I start? Anyways, I was gonna stream yesterday, and yesterday was such a drag. By the time I was done with everything, it was like 3 in the morning, and I figured, I can either stream right now and possibly have no one watch this while I finish one of the most anticipated games that I've been wanting to play this entire year, or I can wait until tomorrow and then stream kind of earlier-ish, since it's a weekend, right? And yeah, that kind of thinking never usually goes my way. I woke up late today, since, you know, I went to sleep even later yesterday. I did some chores. I cooked, made some food. Made some soup, actually, the first time I intentionally tried making soup. I think it went out I think it came out rather interesting, we'll say that. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either. And then some people came over, some people that how do I explain this? What's the easiest way to explain this? Some people that aren't necessarily my friends, but I know them because I know of other people that know them. And, you know, they kind of came over unexpectedly, and I wasn't gonna stream while there's other people here. Did that once, never again. I guess IRL mutuals would be the best way to explain it. But, yeah, they were here for a while, and then let's just say it took me until now to get everything ready to stream. But even so, I do feel a bit brain foggy right now, so if I stutter a lot or something, if I don't make sense, you'll know that's why. But I was thinking of finishing Silent Hill 3 today, because from what I read, I did take a look at the walkthrough I was following from IGN. Apparently, this section that we're at is the last part of the game. So if I would have streamed for another hour on Halloween, I think I would have actually finished the game. That being said, I don't know if it would actually be an hour. Maybe it would have been more, but I think we're gonna be able to finish it today, and possibly move on to another game later today, since it's already the 3rd. But I digress. Hey, what's going on, Eric? Hey man, what's up? How was your day today? Very tiring, actually. Weekends are supposed to be restful, right? But it just seems like, for me, they're always stressful. I could be a rapper, I think. How was your day? Was it any better than mine? Oh, I forgot to... Yeah. I was gonna stick with the solo-tober branding for at least a couple more streams. Maybe switch up the overland stuff. Even though it's not technically Solotober anymore. But I forgot to change everything. I literally just got everything ready for the stream. IGN. I used to watch IGN reviews for games at some point. It was very interesting to listen about. Yeah, so did I, actually. Back when IGN was actually a reputable source of information. Ooh, shots fired. 6 out of 10. Too much water. It was kind of boring today. Did a few things, though. That's kind of good, I guess, in a way. At least it wasn't stressful. Oops. Alright, so, recap. Last stream, we went from... the hospital, I think, all the way. Since then, we went through the hospital, the alternate hospital. We went underground at some point. And we went to go talk to Douglas again. He wasn't there. Vincent sent us on our way. And now we're here at the church, the chapel. That's underground for some reason. Oh, that's right. I went to the amusement park. And I fought Anti-Heather. And then my stream started bugging out. My computer, my controller started tweaking. Fun times. But now we're here. Seems like there's no items here. Faith. So God hasn't been lost. We must offer our prayers and not forget our faith. We wait and hope for the day when the path to paradise will be opened. I have faith that this stream will be better. I don't know what was going on. Is that the map? Oh, it is. That's a drawing. Oh. Wonder what the implication might be there. These are the cult scriptures. They don't look worth reading.
Dear God, please forgive me. I know I'll be put to death for the sins I've committed. And I'll go to my death gladly. And with a peaceful heart. But please, grant me just a small piece of your everlasting mercy. Let me see my child once within your golden gates. Deliver me not to hell, but to purgatory. Allow me to atone for my sins there. I'll stand within the very flames of redemption, no matter how they burn me. Forgive me for my wicked act of revenge. And deliver the soul of my poor murdered daughter. Please, also care for the soul of the girl whose life I have taken. God, I am a child, trembling with fear as I stare at death. Soothe my tortured soul with your infinite mercy. Please, forgive me.
Oh. Seems kind of like to me, this is, Alessa's mother. Like, the words that she's speaking makes me think, oh, this is Heather's mother, Alessa's mother, trying to seek forgiveness. What do you think? Shall we forgive her? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I think no matter what someone has done, if they truly seek forgiveness, everyone deserves a second chance. Unless, of course, they're like, I don't regret anything. Well then, with the mallet, death. But today I played the piano for a bit and was playing Genshin for a while. Oh, that's pretty cool. Have you tried pulling for any new characters? Has any new... I was gonna say, has any new expansions came out? But I don't think they're called expansions. You know, I guess we need boring days once in a while to have exciting days the next day and stuff. Exactly. That is... exactly... the way to think about it. You can't have exciting days if you don't know what it's like to have a boring one. Yeah, forgive. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I forgive you. I'll be like Tobey Maguire at the end of Spider-Man 3. Ooh, callback. I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Thank you, Lord.
Heather seems kind of disgusted with saying that. There's nothing more to be said. Enough said. I guess one man can make a difference. Enough said. I have the feeling that there's someone on the other side of this door, but the door is shut tight, and I can't open it no matter how hard I try. Sandman, at least he still has his daughter, although what he did to Uncle Ben was accidental. That's true. I guess that's part of... Okay. And I thought these enemies couldn't get creepier. Now they're all hazy. That's part of Peter's arc, right? His arc in the movie is not really... it's him starting out with having these feelings of vengeance and revenge and stuff. And then by the end of it, he's like, maybe I should kind of reserve judgment until I know the full story. because he kind of imagined Sandman kind of killing Uncle Ben. Spoilers, by the way. In cold blood, and it's like, I didn't really want to, it just sort of happened. It's like, oh, okay, maybe I should forgive you. You've done a terrible thing, and you're sorry about it. Unlike most of the villains that he fights, he in particular was like, I regret doing this. There are a bunch of papers in this file. I get the feeling that it's a handwritten copy of some book. Represents the deity known as the Halo of the Sun. In heraldry, symbolizes a religious group. The 2 outer circles are charity and resurrection. The 3 inner circles are present, past, and future. Why do you have to cherish the present? Because it's a gift. Usually drawn in red, occasionally drawn in black or other colors, but blue reverses the meaning into a curse on God and is therefore forbidden. Really? Very interesting color theory there. Oh, this is just kind of... This is like the map that James makes when we go through that one area with like the wire cutters and stuff for the door, and then the puzzle that flips the flips the room. Ow. Excuse me. I'm trying to get through here, please. Will this knock them down? Yes, perfect. I almost got trapped there. Gun. Gun beats paper, right? I think that's how it works. I've been saving up for 3 characters I want, but kind of don't at the same time. I don't want to pull, because if I do pull and successfully get the character, then I won't be able to get the next character I want. Ah. Picture here of an angel flying into the heavens, nothing special. I guess I don't have to mention how creepy that is. Then I won't be able to get the next character I want because of the 50-50. So at the moment I have a guaranteed to get the next character, so I think about it before I'll think about it before pulling. Ah. The characters I want are Klee, Sangonomiya, Kokomi, and Sitali? Yeah, Sitali is the new one about to get released. A pre-update soon. Okay. I think I heard about that. That's like the... There's a name for it. It's like the something system, where you spend enough of the currency, right? Oh, the pity system, right? So it kind of like gives you a chance to not feel like you've been wasting all your gems. That is kind of a hard decision, though. If you can guarantee you'll get the next character you want, then the real decision comes down to which character do you want the most? And that's never a good decision to make in the moment. Let me know if you make a decision. I know pretty much nothing about any of the Genshin characters, so I don't know what, besides the actual character themselves, I don't know what they do in game. Saint Jennifer, unwavering faith under death's blade. Saint Alessa, mother of God, daughter of God. This picture, that's me. I'm holding the baby. And I am the baby. Yep. And I'm the baby being held. The me that wanted death and disappeared with God 17 years ago. And the me here and now that sought life. Wow. That's kind of deep. Saint Nicholas, miraculous hands, a doctor of God. This circle means reincarnation. That's what it said on that paper back there. I might have skipped some dialogue there by accident. Is there no door in here? Oh, that totally is not. Which means I don't know where to go from here. Oh, I forgot to give him the notebook back. Oops. I didn't even know if I could, to be honest. Talisman? Cassette tape. I did pick that up. But where do I use that in? Might be worth checking out. If I go back... Is there another door to the left of the chapel there? Like, on the other side? It's the only thing I could realistically think of. As to be expected from a Silent Hill game, it gets creepier in the later part of games. Yeah, they certainly know when to ramp it up. Yeah, you better run. Yep, the pity system gets reset after losing that 50-50. It basically means you get a half chance to get the character you want, and the other half on getting a character you didn't want. Time to rewatch Spider-Man again. While I'm at it, I'm gonna watch the ones that came after Andrew's one. I never seen those movies, but heard they're good. Really? There's nothing I can do with the organ. I don't know how to play anyway. Side tangent. You said you played the piano today. How did that go? I used to know how to play. I played it for... Well, I had the class. I had piano class for a year in high school. But I don't remember anything. Sorry. Side tangent. You've never seen... What's his name? It's Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and... I forgot that guy's name, but yeah, those, I feel like I have his name on the tip of my tongue, but anyways, his movies always seemed kind of more Marvelized. They're a lot less unique. There's less personality. I think they're more sterile and generic compared to, like Andrew Garfield's movies. I feel like those are just brimming with personality. Andrew Garfield has a way of acting that's really exaggerated. And Tobey Maguire's, like, mellowness, I think, adds a lot to his character. But I may just be biased. Because I think the third guy is, like, the least interesting of the three. But that's probably a hot take. So don't quote me on that. I don't know where to go. Have you seen those movies? I've seen every single one of them. And each time I thought they got dumber because of the title. Oh, you... Oh. That makes a lot of sense. I thought it was just generic dialogue. Oops. Yeah, I've been playing for a short while. Played piano for a while, but got tired of it, but decided to give it a go again. That's cool. Playing piano is a very good skill to have. Even if it's not really a common skill to use. Playing an instrument is always a good thing. Oh, you mean Tom Holland? That's his name. Okay. I just wanted to wait to see if there was another cutscene or something. Oh. Is that Valtio? How did he get in there? And what is he doing? Silent Hill never gives this guy a break, huh? Yeah, Tom Holland's movies. I think since the get-go, the title was dumb. The puns stemming from something home. I like how he just walks away from me. I only seen parts of Andrew's movie. Like, there's a scene where Andrew is about to punch the bully from his movie. It went good. I'll say, oh. Yeah. Personally, I like Amazing Spider-Man a lot. I would say, in terms of the Spider-Man movies, at least to me, the Amazing Spider-Mans are at the top, and then it's Tobey Maguire's movies, and then it's Tom Holland. Moon. Vincent.
Hiya, Heather.
You show up everywhere, don't you?
Who says hiya?
You make me sound like some kind of unwanted pest.
Well, who are you anyway?
Haven't you realized that yet?
Yeah, you're on Claudia's side.
I told you not to put me in the same category as that mad woman.
Well, you're pretty loony yourself.
It's true. We believe in the same God. But I'm quite sane.
So why did you help me out then? Was that also part of trying to resurrect God?
It's not uncommon for people to worship the same God and still disagree.
Facts.
Are you sure you don't
And
mean
true.
devil?
Whichever you like. The point is that now I really am on your side. I don't want God to be born. Wouldn't be convenient. Much too unpredictable.
So you've been using me to stop Claudia, is that it? Do your own dirty work.
My dirty work? I think we both had our own interests in mind. You hate her too, don't you? You're the only one who can get it done. I don't have powers like you two. Besides, I always hated getting all hot, sweaty.
Oh, really?
I'm just looking out for myself. Everyone does it. Huh. Don't stand there looking so smug. You're the worst person in this room. You come here and enjoy spilling their blood. And listening to them cry out. You feel excited when you step on them and snuff out their lives.
Are you talking about the monsters?
Monsters? They look like monsters to you?
Oh no.
Don't worry. It's just a joke. By the way, I forgot to ask you. Did you get the seal of Metatron?
What's that?
You don't have it? Leonard was carrying it.
You mean this thing?
Yes, that's it. As long as we have that, we're fine. Here, take this.
Very interesting. I love the implications. I got the book, Otherworld Laws. I was trying to save to read this for later, but I was thinking the cutscene would play if we went through a door or something. Oops. There's a book on tarot here. Tarot was based on the 22 Hebrew consonants and is said to represent the entire world. Each card, numbered 0 through 21, has a particular meaning. By reading these cards, fortune tellers predict the future. For example, the first card, the Magician, signifies creation, wisdom, beginnings, or destruction and fraud. The second card, the High Priestess, denotes intuition, harmony, faith, or dogmatism, and arrogance. According to some texts, the Gardner deck has more than 22 cards. The Gardner deck does not exist today. It is mentioned only in the literature. It is said that these extra cards were based on lost Hebrew vowels and denoted an otherworldly, transcendental existence, i.e. God. I think what's most interesting is that that's probably true. A lot of Silent Hill lore is based on real-world mythology and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's, like, actually true. Silent Hill's Ancient Gods, a study of their entomology and evolution. What a mouthful. Oh, it's Incubus. There is no religion that has remained unchanged for the moment it was founded. From the moment it was founded. This one is no exception. When this religion fell into the hands of immigrants, it was deeply influenced by their own original Christian beliefs. For example, the traditional representatives of these primal gods may be given the names and descriptions of Christian angels. Thus, shared characteristics began to appear. There is also one rare example of the chief deity, creator of paradise, or Lord of serpents and reeds, being dubbed with a demon's name. Of course, this was not done by believers, but by their opponents. Shinji, get in the Ava, or Rei will have to do it. What do I do now? I have 2 tarot cards. Two tarot cards. No key to open the one door. And nowhere else to go from here. So I guess I'll just keep wandering around until I stumble upon something. This magic square with strong protective and dispelling properties is called the Virum 7 Crest, or the Seal of Metatron. It will bring results regardless of whether the target is good or evil. Its strength, therefore, places a very high burden on the caster. As it is also difficult to control, it is not usually used. This is why it bears the name Metatron, after the angel Metatron, or Metatron. Metraton, also known as the Agent of God. Very interesting. Excuse me. All these doors are closed. Where were we? Oh yeah, Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield's movies I think are the best. Because I think Andrew Garfield is cool. He's a cool guy. And I wish I was cool when I was growing up. So I like him, and he rides a skateboard. Which is what cool guys do. But no, I like Andrew Garfield's and Emma Stone's chemistry way more compared to Tobey Maguire and Kristen Dunst, I think. And Tom Holland and Zendaya, it's like cookie cutter romance. So I don't even really count it as like chemistry. Because as far as I'm concerned, they didn't even really seem interested in each other. From, like... There was no implication that they might like each other. They were just kind of combative. And then suddenly, I've always liked you. And I don't know how I feel about that compared to the other movies. But sorry, that's just my rant. It went good. I'll say I relearned to play Jingle Bells and hope to learn more songs. That's cool. I think I learned the first part of Jingle Bells. Don't ask me to play it again though, because I absolutely remember nothing. The one song I did actually know how to play was Runaway by Kanye West. The piano at the beginning. That was a fun time. Who can this be? It doesn't matter. I guess this person is still in here? Yeah. Oh. Okay, so yeah, I don't know where to put this cassette tape in. And I don't know where to put these tarot cards. Somehow I remember the stained glass. It shows God and the man and woman who birthed her. I used to come to this chapel all the time when I was a little girl. I came to worship God and to ask for my prayers to be answered. But it wasn't exactly me. It was actually Alessa, when she was a little girl. But anyway, none of my prayers were ever answered. Can I put the tarot cards here? No? Okay. Worth a shot, I guess. And I can't go back to the amusement park, so I'm still missing something in here. Well, not particularly in here, in this room, but in this general area. Maybe I'll just look it up, because I feel like I'd just be wasting time running back and forth. Because at least to me, it seems like I've gone to every room, but I've clearly missed something. So let's just cheat a little bit, right? Where were we? Was this the... I guess so. I guess this is where I left off on the walkthrough. I had read up to the chapel, but I guess I had left the page or something, and I went back to the hospital. But yeah. I feel like the old Marvel movies are kind of better than the new ones. I mean, I like the Avengers movies and others, but I just prefer the older ones more. I think that's a popular sentiment. I think once the Marvel superhero genre started taking off with the masses, it kind of became more and more sorry, I'm trying to read at the same time as I think, and it's not really going well. Belfry. Oh, we were just there. That's where I saved. Church pit, apparently. And then run to the elevator near the door. Then take the elevator down. What are you talking about? Elevator? How could I miss an elevator? That seems so obvious. But clearly not obvious enough if I missed it, right? It seems like once people started actually watching these movies and giving their money to Disney, or I guess back when Marvel used to be its own thing before Disney acquired them, as soon as that started happening, you can see kind of this gradual shift into becoming less diversive, if you can call it that. Oh, you mean this elevator? Duh. But you could tell, like, they started taking out more controversial aspects of the movies so they can appear to a wider audience. And when you kind of make your movies bland like that, you start losing the magic of what made them good in the first place, right? It's like if Silent Hill, with all its gross imagery and violence, suddenly started getting popular again. And then they're like, Konami's like, oh, people actually like Silent Hill again. We can't take a chance and put someone hanging in a room somewhere because that might make people uncomfortable. So let's take that out and replace it with something less controversial. Controversial? And when people play the game and they're like, what is this stuffed rabbit thing that's oddly not a person hanging in a room? I don't know. It's a bad analogy. But the point is, people come to Silent Hill for the horror, right? The horror and the metaphorical atmosphere of what these things are supposed to represent. And if you take that away and make it more bland, well then you lose what makes the thing good in the first place. And you can tell as they made more movies, they started losing the magic of what made them so good in the first place. And you know, in hindsight, you can tell, if you go back and watch a lot of those older movies, you can tell when they started getting a bit too safe, I guess. Too cheesy, yeah, that happened. But at the time, we were still blinded. We wanted to know where the story went to, and that kind of helped mask things a little. But now it's like, nobody really cares. So whatever loyalty, whatever blindness they had, is just not there anymore. But again, that's just another rant of mine. This writing, is this Dad's diary? Why would it be here? I sometimes have the sense, even now, that that girl is a reincarnation of Alessa. I don't worry about it much now. That's all forgiven. You were unloved, Cheryl. Or was that Alessa? Now Cheryl is Alessa again. No matter whose reincarnation she may have been, that girl was my most beloved treasure. But that name was a mistake. At the time, I thought of her only as a replacement for my lost Cheryl. When she knows the truth, will she feel bad? That's what worries me. Thanks, Dad. So I was Alyssa after all. But I do have just a trace of one more memory left. I haven't forgotten my sweet and gentle mother. There's a mystery novel here. It's the same one Dad was reading. This room looks just like Dad's. It's more than just a resemblance. Dad's not sleeping in the bed, though. Huh. She's looking at something, and I can't... I don't know. Oh, okay, never mind. Just another battery. Oh! I was gonna check this phone out. Yeah, why bother with the phone? I know it's not connected. Turn on the TV or the VCR? It's not a cassette tape player, but... No, okay. Worth a shot. Also, the red. Hate the red. Oh! Makes the area much more creepy than it obviously has to be. But, as we've established, if this game wasn't as creepy, would I still be playing it? Would anybody have played this game? People would have played the game, but you know what I mean, right? That leads to another area. And that door is broken. Okay. I've been waiting for Vincent... Vincent? I've been waiting for Vincent to say this about Heather. Monsters? They look like monsters to you? Whenever I hear that line, I think of ReZero. I don't know if you've seen ReZero. It's an anime where this guy gets killed and then it like goes back in time to before he got killed, and then he like resets. It's kind of like Groundhog Day, right? But there is a scene where he's shown all these different timelines where he died, and then there's like the people keep on living, and he's like, oh my god. There's times where he's like killed himself to reset the timeline, and he's like, oh my god, have I been ruining these people's lives? And then it's like, oh, you know, that was just a joke, right? I explained that very poorly, but that's what that reminds me. That's what I get reminded of. Sorry. Huh. A memo book. Something's written inside. She's just beyond this door. I don't know how, but I can sense it. But she's not the only one there. I sense the presence of something extremely dangerous, even sickening, or maybe what they call God. Nevertheless, I will open the door. Enough of this idle chit-chat. God, I'm not. God, I'm not. But I fully intend to save her. No. Them. The last entry was written some 17 years ago. It looks like Dad wrote this too. Ooh. How the plot thickens. Is this my clothes from when I was 7? They don't fit me now. Good thing, too. This is a closet. It's meaningless to me. I don't have time to wax nostalgic. Wax nostalgic over these old clothes? I don't think I've heard the term used like that. Religious teachings, textbooks, serious stuff. Other 2 shelves. Fairy books like Oz and Alice. Mother Goose and Cinderella. I used to love these. Drawing block. This is my sketchbook from 17 years ago. On the front cover here is a picture of Dad. Really awful work. What's this doing here? I remember that picture from Silent Hill 1. The door sure does rattle, but it's stuck tight. A secret is hidden out of your sight. You may be thinking, what could it be? You'll need 5 magic cards if you want to see. What to do, then, with all these? I'll tell you straight, and I won't tease. Just as long as you say please. Now the first thing you must know is that there's something in each row. But that is not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit. The upside down man, under the ground. To his right, to his left. There's no one around. Leave him alone, though. His tears are profound. The moon is up above the sky. Full or crescent, floating high. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why? You always look up at the night sky. Do you have it now? You didn't forget. What major point you must not omit? And now at the last, before you take a whack, here's one more hint. Help keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful, it's not on your right. Turn to the left, and you'll keep it in sight. Intruder to the left! So you'll just open the door. So you'll open the door. I'm just sure that there'll be nothing beyond it but frightening peril. Forget about that. Just stay and play, or else I'll be left here alone all day. Very interesting rhymes. I do not have 5 tarot cards, do I? Cards. And another puzzle. Moon? I think, obviously that one must go on the top. Hanged Man? I think we mentioned that before. But yeah, I guess I need 5? Looks like it's time to backtrack. Unless... Oh, head back to the church pit? The pendulum and missionary. Uh-huh, I think we did that. Closer, room 2. Yeah, I think we missed a couple doors here. I should probably save as well. But, that's very interesting. How do you think people come up with these rhymes? Brass key. Because if I was told, hey, we need a couple rhymes for the game. Like, we'll need it by tomorrow. I don't think I could come up with something like that in such short of a time. I don't know if I could come up with something like that at all. Anyways, no, it wasn't me. Alessa wrote this a long time ago. That chapel altar. It wasn't that one beautiful chapel, it was some other altar somewhere else. Where were we? Oh, this is Alessa's room. I read it on the guide, but I thought it was in a different part. I have a key now, so I can probably go open that first door. And I went in a circle. Oh, what's that? Is that a... That looks like Valtiel and a nurse. And that doesn't look particularly helpful. Sorry, I got distracted there. Oh, that opening of Evangelion is so iconic. It definitely is. I can't imagine anything other than that opening. Okay. I thought I was gonna die. Ugh. I hate that sound. The old Marvel movies like Blade, Daredevil, Ghost Rider, Fantastic Four, etc. Yeah, that was definitely during their, like, just winging it era. When superhero movies weren't a popular thing. I didn't know Kristen Dunst singed. Don't know how many songs she sings, but she has done a cover of an 80s song called Turning Japanese by the Vapors. Really? I didn't know that either. I'll have to look into that. I didn't know she was actually, like, a singer. Oh, no. I'm probably gonna have to kill these guys if I keep coming back here. Submachine gun. Never used it before. Seems like a good opportunity. Yeah, don't mess with me. Okay, I think this guy is dead now. Oh! Oh. Stop. That. That does not seem right. What kind of army gives their soldiers only one clip? They're different enemies now. Yeah. The more I think I understand what's going on. Oh, these games, man, they just flip the script on me. When I first tried the piano, I learned to play Take On Me by Aha and Big in Japan. I want to learn to play Billie Jean and a Macross song called Do You Remember Love? Yeah, those are some great songs. I've always heard that the best way to learn an instrument is to try and replicate music that you like, because you'll be more likely to actually commit to learning it. Probably why I remember learning how to play Runaway, now that I think about it. From what I heard about, some people saying that they didn't like the Silent Hill movie since the movie wanted to explore more of the place instead of leaving it a mystery. Which, what makes the games so great. That's kind of like what I was saying, I was gonna say yesterday, last stream. I can see that. A mystery is only as good as not knowing the reason why. There's a girl named Alessa in my class. If your memory is any good, you may remember her. She's the one I said they called a witch. Most likely her mother is abusing her. I've never seen her come in without some sort of scrape or bruise. Her expression is pitifully dark for a 6-year-old. Something like this may not be so uncommon. Rather than coming up with pointless ideas, it's best just to watch and wait. But isn't there something I can do to help? I'm considering consulting a lawyer, but I do have my reservations. That's why I thought I'd ask you, my friend, for your opinion first. K. Gordon. Yeah, some very dark topics. These games aren't afraid to really delve deep. What a tiny chair. I can't sit in it anymore. Thank God. It's a handout with our classroom resolutions written on it. Huh, doesn't say anything about abandoning your friends or scribbling on the desks. Oh, I can't even get to that other door. Huh. But yeah, like, just to reiterate it one more time, for the people in the back. Some things just shouldn't be explained. Hey, it's a tape deck. It looks perfectly usable.
Do you know about what happened here 17 years ago? You've
This
been
guy
here a
again.
long time. You must have heard some details.
A group of pagans, blinded by earthly desires, spit in the very face of God. They tried to use the seal of Metatron to prevent God's awakening. But God drove the unbelievers away and threw them into the abyss. But due to their wickedness, God was unable to be born properly. And so, she has slumbered ever since, in the womb of the Holy Mother, until the time of the awakening. That's all that I know.
That's it, huh? Well, thanks.
Father Vincent, I heard that the Holy Mother has been found. Is it true?
Alessa has been found? Did Claudia say that?
Yes.
Then it must be true. Her sight rarely fails her.
Bless the Lord.
Maybe it's because of her great faith. But I could never be like her. I wouldn't want to.
Nor I. The truth is, Sister Claudia frightens me a little.
Well now, let's both show our faith by forgetting about this little talk, okay?
Yes, but does that mean this land will finally be the home of eternal paradise?
If God wills it, my sister. If God wills it.
Huh. Father Vincent. What are these letters? No. Oh, what are these? Letters? No, maybe a bunch of suggestions. People are starting to voice their dissatisfaction about Father Vincent, using the organization's money for his own personal benefit. Oh boy. I've also heard rumors that Father Vincent has been extorting donations from some followers. Is he really the right person for such a position? I'm in no place to deny all he's done to make the organization grow. Even though we believe in God, if there were some sort of gathering, shouldn't we be valued not for our limited talents or our talkativeness, but for the depth of our faith? LS. Linus Sebastian? Weird. Some Vincent lore? Ooh. This is a room filled with more enemies. Where were we? I think I've seen that anime. Only some clips, though. Isn't there a girl named Amelia? I think that's the main female protagonist. I last saw, I think, part 1 of season 2, like 2 years ago or something, 3 years ago. So it's been a while, but yeah, it's Amelia and Ram and Lem, and no, it's Ram and Ram, Subaru, the car. I forgot the clown guy with the star. It's like Lord something. But yeah, there's ReZero's actually kind of a good show. If you ever need something to watch, that's one that I recommend. I still need to finish watching it. The name Claudia Wolf is written very small on the cover. Looks like this is her diary. November 10th? What? That's like 7 days from now. That's like a week from now. She didn't die then. She was born. I knew that for a fact. But then why haven't I found her yet? They were supposed to need her power. They were supposed to need her power to build paradise for the happiness of the people. She was supposed to be reborn for that. I'd really like to see her. November 14th. Read The Book of Praise. I want to thank Father for lending me such an invaluable book. I found what I'd been searching for in there. How to awaken God. I forgot Claudia speaks in such a manner. But it's much too cruel. Will I be able to pull it off when I see her? November 16th. I was free all day. So I read A Modern History of Refugees and Young Slaves, Child Exploitation. Oh, and suddenly making the voices a lot more insensitive. I don't want to be a mere bystander in this world. I can't do anything now, though, and that's what's hard. There's an old birthday card on the desk, so she was still hanging on to this. Happy birthday. To little Claudia. Happy 6th birthday. I love you as if you were my real sister. Here's to you. Here's to you, Nicola and Bart. Live forever in our hearts. The last and final moment is yours. That agony is your triumph. Apparently these guys don't like my singing. So, how'd you like my singing? Yeah, that's just a dead end. So I'm missing one card somewhere. There's some enemy There's some enemies who plan to target this ship. Intruder to the left. Intruder in the back. Intruder in the front. Always stay out of the way with someone with a weapon like Heather or Solid Snake. That's what the enemies in these games should remember. But they never learn, do they? Stay out of my way. I'm trying to see if she looks somewhere. As if the card is just gonna be laying down somewhere on the floor here. Because other than that, I'm gonna have to look at the guide again. Because we've gone through all the doors again. And I don't know where to go. The only reason I look at the guide, to be honest, is just because I feel like it's not very interesting seeing me walk into the same room 30 times and be like, wow, I can't find anything. You know what I mean? But if I was playing this off stream, I think I would, like, actually just run around in circles for an hour or so. And I'd be happy. Go home. Drop dead. Thief. Huh. This used to be Alessa's. I mean, this was my desk once upon a time. Take on me. Take on me. So yeah, let me take another glance at this really quickly. But so far, this whole game has been pretty easy to figure out. Something I was always worried about when I was younger was getting stuck somewhere and then not being able to progress in the game. Like I've mentioned before, I got hard stuck in Resident Evil 4 when I started playing it. At that first El Gigante fight, I just kept dying, and knowing that I can only save at typewriters and not wherever I wanted to made me less... No, let me rephrase that. It made me so much more adverse to playing the game. Because I don't know if I would be playing, for example, on a Sunday, and my parents would be like, okay, it's time to stop playing the game. And I'd be like, no! I don't know where the next typewriter is. And then I'd be, like, frantically looking for somewhere to save. And if I didn't stop playing exactly when my mom told me, she would literally pull the plug from the outlet and, like, hide my PS2 somewhere. And I can definitely say that stress is still that stress is still in the back of my mind somewhere. Like, oh no, if I can't save where I need to, I'm gonna... So yeah, we got the Fool. Fool? Tarot card? Did I get that? I for sure got the Moon, the Hanged Man. I also got the Eye one. Iowa? Is that the Iowa reference we were looking for? High Priestess. I don't have the Fool though, and that's apparently in Alessa's hospital room. But I don't know where to get that one. We were in Alessa's room, not hospital room. Yeah, we were in Alessa's bedroom. Apparently, I should have run into the hospital room before that. But I'm going to assume it's, oh. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Oh. This is fine. Don't mess with me, I'm crazy! I was trying to think of a witty one-liner. Take this. This hill may be silent, but this gun isn't. I don't know, that's the best thing I can come up with. Wow, I almost died from some random encounter. Yeah, I guess that's kind of my fault, though. I definitely should use my ammo more. For some reason, I run past everything in this game. I felt like in Silent Hill 2. Like, if it moved, I shot it. I don't think we should be... here? Which way is... No, yeah. Since we're here, I might as well save. I will finally make an appearance. Now we just need the Evangeline reference. Evangelina, what are you doing here? Would you say this is the easiest Silent Hill game for you? As in puzzles and figuring out where to go and do? I don't know. Cool effect. I don't actually know, because there's some parts of this game that I feel like are just so painfully obtuse that you definitely need a guide to figure out. But then there are some things that I feel like, oh yeah, duh, obviously that's what you have to do. Like for example, this whole section feels weirdly complicated for me. Pardon me. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have this much trouble figuring out where to go. But as for puzzles, actually no, because I struggled a lot with the hospital keypad. Like, that actually was a puzzle. I had to think about it. And even then, I couldn't really figure it out. I had to look it up. What? Figuring out where to go and do, I guess, would be a lot easier, at least comparatively. Silent Hill 2, I don't really getting lost anywhere. Actually, I say that as if I didn't stop playing it back in 2021 because I got stuck in the hotel. I don't know, I feel like these games are easier to figure out because they're so linear. Silent Hill 1 was definitely hard to figure out where to go. But they all have their strengths and weaknesses, you know what I mean? Church Pit. We were just at Harry's bedroom. Avoid the two missionaries and head back to the church pit. Head left and turn the corner to the second to last door. I feel like we were just in that section. Oh. Haven't gotten in through here. Yeah. This is the place we need to be. Figuring out where to go and do, I would say Silent Hill 2, just out of my own experience playing it last year. Oh. Felt easier, but that could have been for a number of factors. Like, I'm sure if someone else plays this game, they'd be able to figure out all this stuff a lot sooner. And they might have trouble with Silent Hill 2. So, I don't know if I can really say objectively. Just anecdotally, though. But in terms of the three I've played, I'd say the second one was the easiest. And then this one comes in second, and then the first one is in last. But again, that's just anecdotally. I will finally make an appearance, and only Evangelina, but also your name. I think solos appeared here and there. I feel like playing a piano is easier than playing the guitar, but that's just me. I've never played the guitar, so I can't really tell. I can't really tell you for certain, but yeah, I feel like a piano would be easier, because it's all in front of you, and I think with a guitar you need to do everything by feel. I don't know. I gotta go, man. Take care. Good luck in the game. Sayonara. Hasta mañana. Thanks for stopping by, Eric. Thank you for watching. Next stream will probably be... maybe tomorrow? I don't know. It seems like every day has just been hectic. But... hope to see you there. It's been fun. As they say, peace in the Middle East, right? Have a great rest of your night. I think I'll probably finish this game by today, though. So, probably next stream will be something else. Or maybe something familiar. We'll see. I got the Fool tarot card. The last one I needed. This book, huh? I feel like I have read it, but at the same time, I don't want to. Aglaphautus? I've read it. I've read this word before, but I've never heard it spoken out loud. Aglaphautus. Aglaphautus. I don't know. Red liquid or crystals resembling blood. According to the Kabbalah, the name is taken from an herb with the power to dispel evil spirits. It is said to grow in Arabian deserts. It may be vaporized or applied as a poultice to guard against demons. It is powerful, but as it is rare, it is extremely difficult to obtain. Which is the thing that Dr. whatever threw at the thing in Silent Hill 1. "24 years ago, well, Dahlia. Oh, it's Ma. Dahlia used me to summon God. God was in my womb, but I couldn't deliver her. Then I was shut up here in this hospital room. I stayed here until Dad helped me out when I was 14. God ate away at me from within, driving me mad with suffering. There I was, wishing I could just die and be done with it. But I went on living that nightmare for 7 years. Looking at this bed just reminds me of those awful days. And I don't want to remember them anymore. And I don't want to remember them, because I'm not Alessa anymore. But Alessa is still me. I'm really not trying to deny it or anything. I can tell I'm starting to stutter a lot now. It's getting late. It's a picture of me when I was 7. I looked bored and sad. Well, of course I do. I was always like that back then. Oh, some more ammo. Looks like there's some kind of drugs here. But there's just a name on the label, no description or anything. It's too risky. Never mind. just don't want to remember. Get me out of here. And of course, in video game fashion... Oh! Assassin spawn enemies. I think that should be it, though. We have all 5 cards now. Although, if you ask me, it really should have been, like, 3. Cool. Thanks to my intricate knowledge of Silent Hill and the way it wants me to figure out where everything goes, thanks to that rhyming poem. We know that the Hanged Man goes in the middle because, of course he does. And the Eye of Night, the I one, Iwa? Top left, because it goes there. Fool in the center right, because that one feels like it goes there, right? Oh, thanks, guide. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, we don't have this card yet, so obviously we can't finish the puzzle. Left. And I think this one goes right here. Apparently not. Let me reread this again. Let me channel the power of Silent Hill to give me the answer. The ups. Oh, you know what? Probably these go on the bottom here, because the Hanged Man had no one to his left or right. Right? Okay. This card goes in the middle. The Moon card, obviously in the sky of Earth, on top. However, it is not on the head of the crazy clown. The Eye of Night is not a clown, so the Fool is the clown. Well... yeah, the Eye of Night goes on the top left, because the moon falls on the top right. The Fool on the center right. This puzzle honestly makes no sense. Yeah, place her in the middle row, left column. What am I missing about this? High Priestess goes in the middle, left. And... the Hanged Man... oh, does the Hanged Man go at the bottom? Middle? There we go! Oh, even the description of the puzzle solution was a puzzle in itself. you have to question, was I insane for not figuring that out? If someone else played this game, could they have just been like, oh yeah, duh. Obviously that goes right there. Or, you know, is it like actually... Ooh, that's... Is it like actually hard to figure out? This reminds me of a specific room from Silent Hill 1. I remember it because I made a joke about it in my playthrough of Silent Hill 1. In the alternate hospital, there's like a giant room with a fan just like this. That's funny. It is nice to see. I'll hold this
What do
thought for
I
a second.
want? Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice. Then I could relax.
When did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just look around you.
But I do believe in her. In my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you. You think that this is the work of God? Isn't this all nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like Alessa 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
You mock God? Traitor. You will go to hell.
Not that again! Who do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
Go home, Vincent.
Home. This church is my home. I built it with my power. The power of money that you view with such scorn. Although, I admit that this atrocious scenery is all yours.
If you continue to get in my way...
Did you kill me? Well... Well... The guest of honor has arrived. Let's get this party started.
How did they
Heather,
get here?
Go ahead and kill this crazy bitch. This demon who claims to speak for God. The time has come. You can kill her now.
Thank you. I was waiting for your... I was waiting for your command, Vincent.
What did you do?
Nothing important.
You're not going to run? I guess this is the end.
No, the beginning. As Vincent said, the time has come. Alessa, I'm saddened that you didn't agree to this on your own. But I thank you for nurturing God with all the hate in your heart. It's time for mankind to be released from the shackles of sin which bind them.
But a god born from hatred can never create a perfect paradise.
Happy people can be so cruel. Is it so hard to believe that sympathy could be born out of pain and suffering?
Maybe, actually.
Why do you reject God's mercy? Why do you cling to this corrupt world? You know that only God can save us.
And save you too? Happy ending? I'd rather
that's fine. Alessa, my dearest. For the pain that I've caused you, I deserve no mercy. Even if it was to save mankind. It was too deep a sin. It was hubris for me to try to hasten the day of her arrival. Sacrifices were made. And those are my sins.
If you feel so guilty about it, why don't you go to hell? Heather, use the seal.
Vincent? The seal of Metatron?
Now your stupid dream is over.
Oh, that's just a piece of junk. What do you think you can do with that? Do you really think it can kill God?
How the plot
I'm
thickens.
sorry to see you fell for my father's foolishness.
What?
You're pathetic. But God loves even you. Now, Alessa, there's nowhere else to run. Just accept it, Alessa. The pain will disappear. I've been waiting so long for this. Even as a child, I knew I would see the coming of this day. I knew I would be a witness to it. Judgment Day. Alessa?
Shut your stinking mouth, bitch!
Okay. Is this where I use... It sure is.
What are you doing?
Dad.
She is nearly here. Alessa, what have you done? What did you swallow? What is this?
Step on it to make sure it's actually dead.
Looks like God didn't make it.
Stop! God is...
Claudia!
Okay, that's one way to do it.
Lesser, you cannot kill God. I will burn God. If you can't do it, Alessa, I will.
Claudia!
By the way, where did Vincent's body go? Oh, never mind. It seemed to have disappeared in the other cutscene. Just an observation. Also, that hole. It evokes some kind of imagery, if you know what I mean. Okay. That's something. Also, again, Vincent's body just up and walked away, I guess, because it's not here. What happens if I want to get out of here, but I just can't. This is for Dad. And for myself. And for Claudia, too. One thing I did read that I probably shouldn't have, but I did anyways. We're gonna try and do this boss fight melee only. So I'm gonna see how long it takes me. Just like Silent Hill 2. Looking at.
Can't be dead. I was gonna kill you.
East.
This is God?
Yeah, that's not terrifying at all. Definitely something. Oh, and I'm dead. Apparently God can kill. Alright. Seeing this thing though, you know, it evokes the feeling within me that's like, who could have come up with this? Deeper metaphorical meaning to this, right? So, what's this represent? really does pack a punch. But yeah, you know, everything in Silent Hill has a meaning. What does this represent? This is God. Is this a corruption of God? Or is this something deeper? What is... You know... When this thing gets, like, pulled up into the flesh sack. Didn't think I'd ever say that out loud. But what is that representative of? What is Valtiel trying to do by putting the thing over it? You know what I mean? Why does it do that? What is this place? What is that? What is that flesh? Why is there fire? Obviously, we know that the god is representative of the sun god, or whatever, right? There's a lot of questions I have for this. A lot of questions and not a lot of health. Why won't you die? I do think the katana is like the best. I'm dead. Yep. I think the katana is the best weapon for this. Maybe I should have saved all my health for when I actually needed it. Like shooting all the enemies instead of just tanking the hits. Because I think I'm gonna have to do this with my pro gamer strats. Clearly you guys come for the gameplay, right? But there must be a way to do this, minimizing the amount of damage that we take. Yeah, I don't know when she does that, like, arm attack. There's no, like, wind-up animation for it or anything. If I can figure out how many strikes I can put in before she, like, lunges at me, I think I can confidently, like, run away from the area. But until then, I think this is just trial and error. Who would have thought that killing God would be such a nuisance? Fire hit me. Yeah. It's okay though. This is, again, just trial and error. How many strikes? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 hits until she lunges. Or should I say it lunges? Now, is that consistent? It sure is. Okay. So, third strike, I'll run away. You know what the funny thing is, though? I've noticed that whenever I attempt a boss, I'll usually die the first attempt, and then I'll, like, nail it on the second. And I don't know if this game has, like, an adaptive difficulty or something. You know, I don't know if it's actually, like, skill. I'm just good at this game. Or if it's the game, like, lowering the difficulty. Or at the very least, lowering the amount of hits that the boss takes before it dies or something. I guess we'll never know, right? One more time. I think I got it this time, though. Gotta run away from the fire until it, like, drops down. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and then we run. Okay. 1, 2. No. That definitely messed up my timing. Yeah, that was my fault. I ran into that fire. And that was my fault again, because I didn't keep my distance. Even in Silent Hill 2, the final boss was like one try. You know, granted, I wasn't exactly using a melee weapon, but even then I had like way more health than I needed to use. So it kind of comes off as a surprise that I'm kind of running on fumes here. But then again, I guess you could attribute that to my playstyle. In Silent Hill 2, I kind of shot everything. I barely took any damage as it is. And in this game, I think literally everything hit me at least once. I think that works. It'll take me a while, but I didn't take any damage from that. I can't stay too close to it, otherwise it'll lunge at me. And I can't, like, yeah, get too close to the sides, because then the fire will spawn in and immediately get me. Okay, that was unfair. Let's do that one more time, I guess. Why did I decide to do this when I had no health? The reason we're doing this melee only is because you unlock the unlimited ammo submachine gun if you kill the final boss melee only. And I was thinking, when I do the other endings, right, it might be easier to kind of run around. Oh. And instead of doing 2 playthroughs, you know, why not do it on the one? And it headbutts. You know, do it on the one playthrough. Stream it, doing melee only. But, I don't know if I'll actually be able to do this. The power attack does the most damage, you know, as opposed to the 3 quick strikes. But who knows, right? I think I can also block with this. Yeah. I don't know how effective that block is. I think I'm just trying everything at this point. I think we're gonna be here a while. I don't know why, I just got this funny feeling. The final boss. Melee. Only. God.
Can't be dead. I was gonna kill you.
At the beginning, you need to use the katana on the pelvis to make God's head lower. Then fire a single shotgun blast. How do I do the... Yeah, the piercing strike. Doesn't seem like, I can do it from there, though. Okay. See, I'm just trying out different strategies. Run around, avoid the fire, then do like a lunge at her. Oh, that was unnecessary. Yeah, I'm thinking when she's like this. It's kind of like a quick attack. Still gonna get hit. Oh! Ugh. No, and the fire got me? Really? What does that mean? Yeah, the thrust. Okay. Is the katana the best for the fight? Yeah, the fire gets faster. I definitely noticed that. It's funny. So, from what I'm reading about this... Oh, then again, that was like from 16 years ago. What if...
I was gonna kill you. This is God?
Okay. So you can definitely use the katana. But it seems like the pipe is another viable option. What's up? Oz Killer? Oh, that was a hit. I'm trying to defeat the final boss of Silent Hill 3, melee only. And so far, it is not going well for me. I've tried different strategies and stuff. And I think the most viable option might just be to wait for this thing to go down and then just stab it once and then run. It'll take forever, but I think that's the safest way to do this. Something to this effect. That fire always psychs me out, though. I run in one direction, and then I think, oh, it's gonna follow me, and then I run backwards, and then I end up walking right into it. Here we go. Isn't fast enough. Okay, we're still on relatively good health. Is this the run? I don't know why that... Both of those fires kind of scared me. Also, I think apparently there's a second phase to this. I have yet to reach that far. All right. Just have to use it. But it seems like every death here just leads to more insight into how the boss works. Fire's gonna get me. No, it didn't. Oh, it still reached me from all the way over there. I can probably only take like one more hit. Okay. Come on. I'll say the camera doesn't help. Oh. That was my... Yep. That was my one hit. Dead. Okay. A new strategy. What if instead of running into the fire, what if I just avoided it, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I think I just have to... I have to lock in. And come up with something else to talk about, right? I think I need to sneeze here. Sorry about that. You know, you can just... You know you can tell when you just got one coming on. But anyways, how have you guys been? One thing I failed to mention when I was talking about what I'd been doing during my inadvertent hiatus. For these past couple months. I did mention that I've only really had time, like, really late at night. It's the reason why I'm streaming right now. But the times that I haven't been streaming, I've been watching anime, right? I've been watching Attack on Titan. I think I'm like 6 episodes away from the end now. But I've also been trying to catch up on some newer stuff. I recently watched Go Go Loser Ranger. that was a really fun show to watch. I really like the intro to that show, actually. The opening song is really catchy. But if you don't know what it is, essentially it's like... It's kind of like The Boys, but if they were Power Rangers. So the Power Rangers are kind of like evil and the monster of the week kind of guys are not exactly the good guys, but they're better than the Power Rangers themselves, and the one guy is trying to find a way to take them all down. And it's a really fun show. It's really subversive, I guess, for the genre. It's like The Boys before The Boys were a thing. That's what I've heard it described as. And, I don't know. If you're looking for another show to watch, that's another one I would recommend. Not to mention, it's also got a really nice art style. Everything in its world seems to just make sense when they explain it. Nothing seems like out of the realm of possibility, I guess. Like everything seems grounded and realistic. Like I know for some shows there are some things that just don't cohesively make sense within the world's established rules, and I guess for this show everything makes sense narratively. Like there's never a time while I was watching the show where I was like, there's no way that character reacted that way in real life. Like the plot didn't seem to take priority. Like it seemed like it flowed naturally. Like nothing happened because it needed to happen. You know what I mean? But I've been excited to watch it since it was released earlier in the year. And I finally got a chance to watch it. And it kind of was better than I was expecting. Yeah, I guess I deserve that. One more hit. Seems like the fire's getting faster. I think that's a good sign. I'm not gonna risk it. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm excited for season 2. That's gonna be a show that I will be watching when it releases. Bruh moment. I can only take one more hit now. Come on! Why won't you die? I'm just gonna go for it. Die! Die! Dead. Yep, I am so close to death. I think I'll do this. If I don't get it within the next 2 tries, I think I'll just start blasting. Because I don't want to spend another hour on this. Come on! Dead. Oh. Ultra Instinct Hector over here. Okay. Is this the run? Is this the run? Hitting me. I mean, this seems like the strat, right? Do our 3-hit combo and then just run around? Hope that the fire doesn't catch me? Come on! Tell me this is it.
Is that the end?
My question.
I guess it's time to roll the credits. Dad! Dad!
See? Is that actually it? Oh my god, it actually is. Oh. Can I pose like All Might now? This is your signal. Never give up. Dreams do come true. Monsters, when they come into contact with the unshakable spirit of human will.
You're still alive.
Heather,
Just a joke.
You've got terrible
I'm
taste.
sorry.
Heather, did
You don't have to call me that. I'm not hiding anymore.
You want me to use your real name? What was it again?
Cheryl.
The name my father gave me.
You gonna let your hair color go back too?
I don't know. Don't you think blondes have more fun?
Spoke of torture, souls so outrageous the toll. You can
All right.
lose all you have.
I guess that was Silent Hill 3.
Refuse to give in.
If there's one thing you can take away from Silent Hill, it's that no matter the odds, even if you're faced with unspeakable horror, if you just keep pushing on, you truly can get through anything. But that was awesome. Playing this whole game was fun. You know, when I played through Silent Hill 1, I kind of got the feeling that, you know, if I wasn't really playing it for the channel, I probably would have never finished it. It's like that. I wouldn't say it's outdated, but there are some things that kind of rub you the wrong way if you don't get used to them. And when I played Silent Hill 2, I could tell that they improved on almost every aspect of the first game. But there was some kind of like... there was something missing. You know what I mean? There's something missing from Silent Hill 2. And I think this game captures exactly what it was missing. It was missing personality. What? Silent Hill 2 doesn't have personality? Let me get my pitchfork ready. What I mean by that is, James is a much different protagonist compared to Heather, right? You know, James is this distant, husk of a person, whereas Heather is still a person. She has a personality. She's not afraid to speak her mind. She'll call you a bitch to your face, and James will kind of be like, yeah, I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. You know, there's a different kind of energy that each protagonist of these games has. And this game is so much more different than the second one. Each game is kind of its own thing, right? You can't really compare the games to each other because they're so radically different. But even so, each game has their own personality, their own message that they're trying to say. And honestly, after playing the other two, I think I really enjoy this game. There's just something more warm about it. And I guess that comes down to Heather again, because she comments on everything. There's like an actual person that you're playing through. And like I said before, James is just a husk of a person. So it's kind of like you're really controlling a puppet rather than a character. And I guess thanks to that, this game really crafts its own identity. That being said, it's such a shame that this game doesn't really have a presence outside of the emulator scene, right? The HD collection, for a lot of people, ruined it. And the only way to experience kind of the true version of this game is to play it on older hardware. So hopefully Konami releases all these original games, hopefully on PC, and in a form where they actually work. Because the PC version of this game does not run at all. Well, it runs, but it runs very poorly. If we had a team similar to the one that made Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition for this game, I think it would be the definitive way to play it, but as of now, it's kind of a shame that you have to kind of resort to getting an old copy of it and playing it on hardware that might not be working in a couple of years. Item number. Look at those stars, man. By fighting? I killed more enemies by fighting them? That's weird. But, yeah, that's where we stand with it. If you can get your hands on it, this game is amazing to play. Just like Silent Hill 2. Just like Silent Hill 1. I can see why these games truly have kind of built up a life of their own on circles that... in circles, I should say, that people actually care. In circles that people care about these games. It's a weird way to phrase it, but... what is that, 4 stars? 4.2? Extra new game has been added to start screen. Play from there to see and enjoy extra features. Starting from new game, we'll begin a new game without the extra features. You fulfilled the conditions for the hidden weapon, Beam Saber. You fulfilled the conditions for the hidden weapon, Unlimited Submachine Gun. Extra costume has been added. If you select this and enter the password, you can get a new costume. You got the extra costume password. Happy birthday. All right. Do you wish to save play results and rankings? System info, such as cleared info and extra features, has already been saved. Yes, please. Results. All right. And that's the stream. It would have been nice if I could have finished this on Halloween. But even then, still such a good game. I want to try the submachine gun first, since I spent so much time trying to get it. But after that, I'll probably end the stream there. Oh, I can't wait to play this game again. Now that I know what to do. I think I'll have a lot more fun kind of having this experience. Just like what I did with Silent Hill 2. Getting all the extra endings was fun in of itself. I got an unlimited submachine gun. Fires unlimited rounds. No submachine gun bullets necessary. PS1 Shadow, though. Can do this forever. After all. But, yeah. That's gonna be the end of the stream. Thank you for watching. This won't be the end of Silent Hill 3. I'll probably do another playthrough at some point. But until then, next stream will probably be... well, if I'm being honest, it'll probably be whenever it happens. But if I want to give some kind of rough timetable, it'll probably be maybe tomorrow, maybe later today. But until then, I've been Solo. This has been Silent Hill 3. I guess this has been Solo-tober. Didn't really get a chance to play all the games I wanted to. But there's always a better tomorrow, right? Drink some water, take care of yourselves, go to sleep early, eat healthy, and oh, I always forget. Like, follow, subscribe if that's your sort of thing. Gotta do my shameless plug somewhere, right? But I'll see you next time. Peace. Peace.